Alright guys, this is just a quick video of the different problems that people asked for. So if you don't need this problem, you can fast forward ahead and find the problems that you do need. So the first problem that multiple people had questions on was for the surface area of number 1. So I'm going to work that out. Hopefully it's not that I wrote the wrong answer, but that could very well be the case. So the first thing I would look at here is locate your base. This is your prism. So the surface area formula is 2b plus pH, or pH plus 2b. I don't remember which order I wrote it in, but those are the two parts. So big B has to be the area of that base, which is going to be 2 times 2 is 4. P is the perimeter of that base, which is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or just simply 2 times 4. The perimeter is 8. And H is the number we hadn't used yet, which is the 7. That's the one that connects the two bases together. It's this guy right here. That's H. So then to find the surface area, it's going to be 2 times 4 plus 8 times 7. That's 8 plus 56, which should give you a surface area of 64 inches squared. Make sure for surface area you're squaring, and for volume you're cubing. The next popular one was 18. And this is when they're giving you the volume, they're asking you for the surface area. So you need to start with the formula for the one they gave us for volume. So this is a sphere. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So then we can plug in the 4,500 pi is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. And then you just really have to think through the math for this one. There's a couple tricky steps here. So the first step is, how do I get rid of the 4/3? To get rid of a fraction, we multiply by the reciprocal. So we multiply by 3/4. The 4/3 and 3/4 would cancel each other out. And then on this side, we're going to get 3,375 pi. Nope. Well, yeah, we could leave that for a second. And then at some point you need to cancel out the pi's. I actually probably would have done that first, but I forgot to do that. So now I'm going to cancel them out. So these cancel out. We get r cubed is equal to 3,375. And then the last step here is to get rid of the cube. To get rid of the cube, we have to do the cube root. And this is where, in order to type that in your calculator, you have to hit the 3 first. Then you're going to hit the second caret button to get the random radical to put up. A radical you can put any number into, and then you can type 3,375, and you should get an answer of r is equal to 15. And then your last step here is to go back and answer the question. The question asked about the surface area. So we need to go back and find the surface area using that r. So the formula says 4 pi r squared for surface area for a sphere. So it'd be 4 pi times 15 squared. And you get 225 times 4 is 900. So our answer is 900 pi yards squared. The last set of problems that people had questions on was all of the word problems, so that's what I'm going to go through next here. The first thing I'm going to suggest is that you draw a picture. So it says a food company makes a regular and tall soup can. The area of the base of both cans is 5 centimeters squared. The volume of the regular can is 40 centimeters cubed. The tall can is 2 centimeters taller. What is the volume of the tall soup can? So I'm going to start with what we know. We've got a short soup can, and these are going to be cylinders. We've got a tall soup can. The base is the same shape. So this one just happens to be taller, but it's the same base there. So we know that the area of the base for both of these is 5 centimeters squared. And that the volume for this one is 40 centimeters cubed. So instead of making this harder on ourselves, we could get into the fact that we could find the radius and all of that. But really, what we need to know is the height, so that we can find the height of the other one. So we can just assume that the whole volume here is 5. So when we look at a cylinder formula, volume equals pi r squared h. This whole first section here is where that 5 is going to go, because that takes the place of the circle. So we know 40 is equal to 5 times h, and divide by 5, and that tells me that h for this particular shape is 8. Which means for the taller can, we know the taller can is 2 centimeters taller, and that the taller can is going to have a height of 10. And then we have to find its volume. So to find its volume, the formula is still pi r squared h. But again, we know that this 5 centimeters squared is the circle. That's the area of the circle. So instead of trying to make this harder on ourselves, we're just going to put the 5 in there. Times 10 is the new height. And we get a volume of 50 centimeters cubed. So this one was kind of a roundabout way. You had to answer the first question, find the missing part to get the height of the second one, but you didn't necessarily need to go through the whole step of finding the radius and breaking that down, because that was just going to get more complicated than it needed to be. The circumference of a standard baseball is about 9 inches. About how many square inches of horse hide are required to cover 100 balls to the nearest whole number? So, first thing is we got to decide what formula we're talking about here, and it didn't necessarily tell you whether you're doing surface area, volume, so you need to pay attention to a couple keywords. It says how many square inches, and it says to cover the balls. Those two are pointing me that we need to find surface area here. So surface area of a sphere, since it's a baseball, is 2 pi r squared. But they did not tell me the radius. This is what we did with examples in class. They told me that the circumference is 9 inches. So I have to start with the circumference formula. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, circumference equals 2 pi r. And plug in that the circumference is 9, and we're going to have to divide by 2 pi here. And my suggestion would be to do that in 2 parts. Do 9 divided by 2, then do 9 divided by pi. And that's going to tell us what the radius is. And we get a radius of 1.43. And then we can go ahead and we can take that and we can plug it in. Now, depending on where you rounded to, your answer is going to be slightly different than mine. But for sake of this problem, I'm not going to round off until the very end. Since this is a word problem, a real world problem, we are going to plug in the pi into the calculator to get the surface area for the baseball here. It's going to be 25.7 inches squared, but we really wanted to know for 100 balls. So that's the last step here, is if it's 100 balls, I have to take that answer and times by 100. So if you have the rounded off answer, that's 25,700 inches squared. Alright, number 21. You are painting your living room, which is 15 feet wide by 20 feet long by 10 feet high. The walls will be painted robin egg blue and the ceiling will be white. Find the amount of blue and white paint needed to complete the job. So if I draw this out, talking about a room which is going to be rectangular. So we're looking at this shape right now. I know that all the walls are going to be painted blue. So this is going to be blue, this is going to be blue, this is going to be blue, and that's going to be blue. So I have 4 walls there that are going to be blue. This one, this one, this one, and the side one. Which means what we're really looking at there, if we thought of the formula, since this is a rectangular prism, not volume, surface area is what we're looking for. We're looking for the amount of paint which is going to cover the walls. So the surface area formula is 2b plus pH. I'm not going to want to paint the top. The top is going to be white, and I'm not going to paint the bottom because that's the floor. So I'm going to take off this. The bases actually aren't getting painted. We're just looking for the lateral area, which is what the pH part of the formula tells us. So that's what we're going to use. And I know that this is 15 by 20 by 10. So the perimeter would be, if I were to find the perimeter of the base still, I still do want to find the perimeter of that. It's going to be 15 plus 20 plus 15 plus 20, which is going to be 70. And then the height is that other number in the picture, it's the 10. So it's 70 times 10, which gives me that it's going to be 700 square feet that it's going to be blue. And then I also need to find the part that's going to be white. The white part is just the ceiling, which is just one base. So for the white part, I just have to do the surface area of one base, which is 15 by 20, and I get 30 square feet that are going to be white. So you have to look at what part of the shape they're actually looking for here. This